Hello and welcome back to King's Quest VII. Alright, so Mab is encased in a block of ice. Not the best way to live your life.
A doctor. Perhaps a doctor could help me sleep.
Yeah, okay, thanks Valanice. We've been through that already. Anyway. Oh, crap. Anyway. Being encased in a block of ice is no way to live, so... Ha ha ha. We're gonna see what we can do about that. Unfortunately, I don't know of any way to break anyone out of a block of ice, so we're going to have to seek help from the people who sent us to see her in the first place. Yeah. We got it. Dun 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 dun.
I have seen Mab, and she has been frozen into a lifeless statue of ice.
Ice always melts in the spring, mortal. Perhaps the Lady of Spring can tell you what may be done.
She of the flowers.
She of the forest.
The Lady of Spring, eh? Well, there's only one Lady of Spring I know of. Fortunately, he just fixed whatever was wrong with her. Yeah. Oh, Ceres.
Lady Ceres, may I ask a question of you? Anything. I have seen Mab, Lady of Dreams, and she has been placed under a terrible curse. She's been frozen like a block of ice. Lady of Spring, what can be done for her?
Frozen, you say? Let me think. I do recall a legend, yes. You must fill a shaft of crystal with purest sunlight. With that you can thaw her. But I must warn you, you cannot take any physical objects into the land of dreams while you are asleep, my lady. You will have to travel there awake.
But I was just told that was impossible.
Lady Ceres, how am I to travel to the realm of dreams while awake? What must I do?
I do not know, child of humans. Perhaps you should speak with the three fates. There's very little they do not know.
Which is really funny, because they're the ones who told me it couldn't be done.
Excuse me, but I...
Go, sweet human.
Yeah, okay. It really is quite funny that the three fates tell me you can't go while awake. And then Ceres is like, oh, go ask the three fates how you can get there awake. Yeah, okay. So we need a crystal shaft filled with light. Well, there's only one place we can get a crystal from in this game. And that's in a place we haven't been yet, at least not as Valanice. Notice, no dog barking this time, so we can safely enter.
It's our big night, my widow Cuddles. We're gonna blow that rotten old Etheria right out of the sky. And we just might take the rest of the world with it, won't we, kissy boy? Mm.
Ew. This is a weird little thing, and I'll explain all this in a second.
It's too bad there won't be anyone left to admire my beauty, Cuddles. What do you have in your mouth? Let me see. No matter, you naughty boy. Let's go watch the fireworks.
So what did Cuddles have in his mouth, you ask? Well, that's a very interesting question. In the original version of this game, clunk, there was a puzzle in which Cuddles, after you hear that little scene, you would stick your head, the little scene with Militia talking about blowing Etheria out of the sky. You would stick your head back down under the boards, and Cuddles would come along and sniff at you. And if you don't do anything, of course, Cuddles finds you, and you're dead. But what you do is you actually take the ambrosia that you have left over, and you feed it to Cuddles through the hole. Cuddles eats it. He thinks of it as a bone because ambrosia, according to mythology, if I'm remembering this correctly, it's supposed to taste like whatever like the best thing is that you like to eat, or something like that. But anyway, so Cuddles eats it. That's why he looks like he's thinking about a bone, and she says, "What do you have in your mouth?" Well, he had the ambrosia in his mouth. For some reason, they removed that that puzzle from later versions of the game. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe there were some problems with it. I don't know. But that's why it's a little weird. It just acts a little strange just because of that that puzzle being removed. So that's what that was all about.
No one's probably seen her real face in years. How could anyone sleep in that?
I really don't know. of terrible, isn't it?
Tacky, tacky, tacky.
She doesn't go rooting through the drawers like Rosella did. But this here is what we came for. A little crystal from the lamp. Crystal shaft. Yay. Now all we have to do is get some light into it. Light-infused crystal shaft. I don't think we can call the horse from here. Nope, we have to go out here. Because for some reason the horse can only appear on the far right side of the right-hand side of the screen. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's where he always shows up. There's only one place I know of that you can infuse a crystal shaft with light. And that place happens to be all the way back here. There's our friend the traveler. What was his name? Colin Farwalker, the great adventurer. So as you may recall from months ago, his bones are just south of this place, the main desert area. And the one place we have that can actually infuse a crystal shaft with light is in here. Because if you recall, in here is this. And interestingly enough, the scorpion is gone, and he won't come back. Not sure why, he just won't. And so there we go. Crystal shaft containing sunlight. Not exactly sure why that works. It can hold sunlight. It's nothing special, really, but I'm not complaining. And of course, Valanice still looks around after she comes out of the temple. Alright. So now that we have our crystal shaft, we just need to figure out how to get to the land of dreams with it. So let's go discuss this with the Fates, who said it was impossible. Those jerks. Alright, fess up, ladies.
I have seen Ceres, and she has told me that I must enter the land of dreams while awake. How can I do this, great ladies?
You must cheat the fabric of reality. You must ride on the wings of a dream.
There is only one who can do such a thing.
Our nephew, the weaver of dreams.
You will need this. It sometimes pleases our nephew to surround himself with the darkest terrors of night. Farewell, Valanice.
Alright, so they finally fessed up that it is possible. It's just not easy. So here's our little dream catcher, with which we can trap that creature that we saw earlier, who was one of the darkest terrors of the night. That cave at the top of the mountain is where the dream, or the maker of dreams, resides. So, up the mountain we go. Alright. Use our little dream catcher on the cave here. Gotta click it again. Sounds like a squealing pig. Forgot to oh crap. Don't knock me off. Okay. Forgot you had to click it again. And there's our dream catcher with our dream inside. And now we can enter. Hello, boy.
Excuse me. Hello?
Ahem.
What do you want?
I need your help.
I help no one. I am the weaver of dreams, and that is all. Go away.
You know what, John Lennon? You will help me.
Your aunts the Fates gave me this object to get past your nightmare. My business with you is most urgent.
You captured my nightmare in that little thing. How amusing. How irritating. I suppose I should have had a second creature on hand, but I seldom weave more than one at a time. Nightmares are solitary creatures, you know. They will destroy each other on sight.
Dreamweaver, listen to me. Oberon and Titania are missing, and Mab has been horribly cursed. I must reach her Isle of Dreams while awake and cure her, or all will be lost.
My precious sister is missing. You must go to Mab immediately.
Sorry.
Wait. I'll give you something.
He said, my precious sister is missing, meaning Titania. And then he said, you must go to Mab immediately, and I'll give you something. Looks like we're having some recording issues here. We'll make it through this scene, and then we'll do something about that.
When you ride this magical tapestry, you can travel through dreams and the flesh. But be warned, you will be vulnerable. Hurry, mortal. Hurry.
Basically, when I ride on this magic carpet, or this tapestry, I can travel to the land of dreams while awake. But if you do that, you're vulnerable to any dangers, whereas if you, and there he goes weaving another nightmare, whereas typically in a dream you can't die. If you travel to the land of dreams while awake, you're vulnerable to whatever may happen. So yeah, we're having a little issue with the recording. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off here and fix this. And I'll be back. Alright, that should take care of things for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and head off to Dreamland and see if we can free Mob from her icy prison. Now remember, we're vulnerable, so things that could hurt us before, or rather things that couldn't hurt us before, soon become very dangerous. And so that nightmare that we saw earlier, there's our little tapestry, by the way. Look at that. Looks a lot different than it looks in the game, actually. That nightmare that we saw earlier, had to get rid of him by using the nightmare we captured from the Dreamweaver. Sorry that all went kind of quick, but the whole sequence is a little fast. I didn't actually think the nightmare appeared that soon. And we fall again, of course. And now we actually have salmon in the water. And here we are. And Mob is already here to greet us.
What? Well, who are you?
I am Valanice of Daventry, my Lady Mab. I urgently need your help. Militia has ignited the volcano, and Oberon and Titania cannot be found.
Militia! That vicious creature enchanted me so that she could destroy us all. Well, she won't succeed. You must send the winds to find the king and queen.
I? How am I to do that?
You must harness the wind, Sirocco, and ride him to the top of the mountain of winds. King Levantar will surely help you. I must go, brave Valanice. I must try to hold back the volcano's explosion. Thank you for freeing me from my prison of ice. If we all survive this, I will send you only sweet dreams for the rest of your life.
Alright, and now we have a new item, a magic bridle, with which to harness that wind that we were seeing earlier. And in order to get to him, he does pass by here, but in order to actually catch him, we have to head back up to the top of the mountain. So basically what we do I want some issues again. Basically what we do is we hide out here and wait for the wind to pass by. And we use the bridle on him.
Carrasco, you big bully! What have I told you about eating people? What have I told you?
Oh, Ma, I was just playing.
Don't lie to me, young man!
What's going on here? Speak.
Who are you?
I am Levanter, King of the Wind. Who are you, one?
I am Valanice of Daventry. Your Majesty, we must summon Oberon in Titania. The Lady Militia plans to detonate the volcano, and all of Eldritch will be destroyed.
Winds, come to me. Come to me now. Fly, my people. Fly, and find the Lord and Lady of Etheria.
While we stand here and gaze out into nothingness, thinking that they'll just pop up over the horizon.
Militia has ignited the volcano? Are you sure of this?
See for yourself, my Lord Oberon.
Yeah, just look to your left.
Sweet Mother Nature!
We thank you, mortal. You are valiant and brave.
Come, my husband, we must try to undo what has been done.
I only pray that we can.
Wait! My daughter! What about my daughter?
about Rosella, indeed. Well, here's Chapter 6. Ready, set, boom. But unfortunately, we are out of time. So we'll have to wait until the next video. The final chapter of King's Quest VII. The end of... not a bad little game, actually. Thank you again for joining me. Hope to see you next time. Bye.